So the prompt today was if I could time travel back to, I don't know, what day is it? May 8th, when I was 20 years old.
I said nothing, just watch the trees. Try to hold on the way you held me. It was almost
Hey guys, if we haven't met yet, my name is Brittany. I am an ex-software engineer who left tech to go all in on the arts, mostly to get back to my roots, which is theater. But as part of me forging this creative path for myself, I started a YouTube channel. And mostly on this channel, I seek out and I document the experiences that make me come alive, that make me feel the most alive. I've been journaling a lot in the morning lately. As an experiment, I thought I could share with you what I've been thinking about.
It was almost August, hearts half lit. You danced like a secret you didn't admit. I held my breath and you held your grin. I knew it was ending.
So the prompt today was if I could time travel back to, I don't know, what day is it? May 8th, when I was 20 years old. I would have been living in New York City, pretty much in a closet in Harlem, going to school for musical theater. What would I tell myself? And this is what I landed on. Every moment, thought, interaction, decision, habit spills into the future. I would tell her to notice how everything seems entangled in a web of cause and effect. That if she really pays attention, she might be able to author the effect she wants, the future, the outcome that she wants. The future is authored by the tiniest moments. You can become an expert piano player if you sit down every day for 10 minutes. Your body, mind, skills, relationships, hobbies, home, job, they all have origins in the past. And then I give this example of a penny increasing by 1% every day. And I was asking myself, so if a penny increases by 1% every day, how long would it take to get to $1 million? And I did the math here. I made an equation. I took the log of each side, and it turns out to be around 5 years. And I don't know, I find this really inspiring. By using that metaphor, I'm trying to say, if you spend your time getting better or just getting deeper into something, 1% more every day, by the end of a couple of years, you will have gone from 1 penny to $1 million, or a beginner musician to someone who makes a living from their music. Everything compounds in that way though. Your habits compound in that way. Your thoughts compound in that way. If you spend every day getting a little bit more entrenched in negative self-talk, like what is the equivalent of the penny to $1 million with negative self-talk, with positive self-talk, with exercise, with your career, with anything? Anyway, moving on. Pay attention to how you spend your days, not the big life decisions and moments. These things matter, but not as much. And I think maybe the biggest takeaway is how much of my own personal misery comes from the gap between the direction I'm headed and where I actually want to go. If the way I'm spending my days is not pointing me in the right direction, I feel dissatisfied, I feel restless, I feel miserable. But if I take time to meditate, if I'm present with my family and my friends, if I go through my vocal practice, if I exercise, if I read instead of scrolling through my phone, I will be walking in the direction that I actually want to go. The amazing thing about that is that I don't need to have reached my goals. I don't need to be at the destination to feel satisfied. It's just working at them a little day by day, doing the things that I know are going to take me there. That is what gives me satisfaction. That's what makes me feel energized. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be walking in the right direction. Your tiny daily actions compound. They are what determine the big things in the future. It's heartening because so much of your contentment is actually in your control. You can change direction at any moment. You don't need to have achieved your goals before you are happy. And then the last thing I wrote is, please stay the course. One of my regrets is that I didn't necessarily stay the course with theater. I got distracted by work and other interests. I started climbing the wrong hills. I made a whole video about that. I'll link it above. If I could go back in time, I would tell my 20-year-old self to commit to becoming just 1% better at everything that I was trying to do. If I had done that, yeah, I think I'd be much further ahead than I am now. But it's okay because I now have this knowledge and I'm now applying it to everything that I'm doing in my life. So 10 years from now, who knows where I'll be, but I'm really happy just to be going in that direction. I wish I could go back in time and tell myself that, but I can't. But I can tell you. So I hope that someone is watching this and I hope they start walking in the right direction because of it. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will see you next time.
I'm reaching out, guide me through, show the way.